Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Tomb Raider Legend. This is the first episode in which this is post commentary. I'm doing this after I played this part because I lost two of the episode's audio. Audacity committed suicide on me or something. Everybody dance now.
I'm
Anyway.
confused. Weren't Excalibur and the Sword in the Stone the same thing? They were two bloody different swords!
Now, Zip, that was too easy.
Yeah, anyway, watching this back, I was flailing around like nobody's business. How embarrassing. And, yeah. Sorry, I just had to adjust my microphone. So yeah, I have a couple of ideas about what I'm gonna do. Oh, look, I paused. That was weird. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I have a couple of ideas about what I'm gonna do for my, commentary. This post-commentary. I may play a couple of songs. I may, just talk about general stuff. I don't know, really, because I've never had to do post-commentary over something that's better live, because, you know, this is a blind LP, and I was ranting a lot in this episode. I was trying to tell the story that I told the previous episode again, but goodness, yeah, it's been a while, actually, since I recorded this, so, if Lara Croft is running around being a weirdo and I have no idea what it is, well then obviously it was funny at the time, but so yeah, you guys can all read this. I'm talking over it purposely. Lara Croft is such a cool sneaker. Wish I could sneak like her. It'd be so cool to sneak. I love that line.
You're so literalist. Archaeology is half metaphor, you know.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet. Probably play some music and stuff. Oops. I forgot about that part. Okay, I think I struggled with this part, because I think, yeah, it just... Where did all the planks go? What did they... Yeah, the planks that fell. Where did they go? So yeah, I think I struggled with this part, so maybe I'll be cutting to later when I succeed, but you know, maybe not. Maybe I'll make you guys live through the torture. I just said torture really odd. I'm cool like that. Oh no, I guess I didn't fail too much, because I think this is my successful attempt. Anyway, so I'm trying to think of something exciting to tell.
Well, if he went to Avalon, then whose tombstone
Yeah, I'm not sure what to talk about. I try not to talk about other video game stuff, but I'm like so tempted to tell you guys about this dream that I had the other night. Oh my god. I'll tell you the short version. It was basically, if you've read the book The Hunger Games, take The Hunger Games and then take me and some of my friends and Super Smash Brothers characters and combine them into this weird maze place, and then and it was a lot like The Hunger Games, and then at the we would have special enemies, I guess, and these special enemies were like enemies from popular video games. So it was like the first special enemy that we had was, again, it was Shadow the Hedgehog, and for some reason in my dream I could like summon powers of different video game characters, I guess, and so they would give you like the game masters, they were called, would give you like hints on who the special enemy was going to be, and I figured out that it was Shadow, and for some reason, I guess in my dream everyone thought that I was really good at figuring it all out. And so, yeah, it was kind of odd, and then, oh gosh, what happened next? It was like, so we defeated Shadow, or like we didn't actually defeat him. We were on the time limit. We had to survive for that amount of time, and then so we survived for that long, I guess, and then suddenly we were like in this dark movie theater with like some of my friends, but my friend who I'd been with before previously had disappeared, and I was instead with Link and Marth, you know, like from Super Smash Brothers, and it was really intense because they were part of my band and I had to play a song, but we didn't actually play a song. We just kind of like stood up and then like stood there for a while, and I was holding a guitar and Link was holding a microphone and Marth was on the drums, I think, or he was bass. I can't really remember. And then everyone started clapping after we stood there for like an awkward minute or so, and then it was the next day, and the hint, let me try and remember the hint. It was, my dream was actually really creative with the hint. I was actually kind of impressed because sometimes my dreams are usually just wacky, like they don't make sense, but this one actually made sense. The hint was terror of the skies, terror of the earth, eyes like a million burning suns, body of steel armor, and a heart of fire. Okay, I think I got that right. I'm gonna have to like check the notes or whatever. Anyway, because I write down notes of my dreams if they're really wacky. Anyway, and then I was like, that's totally Ridley from Metroid, and then everyone was freaking out because apparently Ridley from Metroid wasn't allowed to be a special enemy because he was too hard and he was going to destroy us all. Anyway, so the game started, and I decided that my power, like the power that I would use, would be Chic. Don't ask me why, I just did. And then so I was with Link and Marth, and we were on a team, and then we heard Ridley, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it's Ridley, because I love Ridley a lot. And then and then so we like ran outside at, well, two of my friends came running down, and they were like, oh my gosh, it's Ridley, he incinerated one of our team members. That was really weird. My dream doesn't usually my dreams in general don't talk about people getting injured or incinerated. My dream, yeah, but it was so weird because they were like, yeah, Ridley incinerated our other team member, and then I was like, oh no, so it really is Ridley. And then I was stupid, well, I'd probably do this in real life because I just love Ridley so much, and I snuck up and I like peeked at him, and he was ginormous, like he was bigger than the normal Ridley, and I was like, eek! And then he turned around, and then he was about to blow fire at me, and I was like, run away! And then so I ran away, but I got burned, like on my leg or something, and then we were all running away from Ridley because he was chasing us, and then we came into this room, and then it was really intense because Link started acting like I was much more injured than I was. He was like picking me up all princess style and was like, we need a medic here, stat, or else she's gonna lose her leg. I mean, my burn wasn't that bad, and I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys, I've never done post-commentary, so I don't really know what to talk about, so I'm just gonna talk about this. And, yeah, and so anyway, what happened next? It was like, I'm trying to fit this all into the one video. Anyway, so I was like, Link, put me down, I'm not a princess, and I like whacked him, and then he was Link was so wimpy in my dream. He was like intense wimp, and then this game master guy, like the guy who's in charge of the games or whatever, popped up, and he was like, this isn't, like, you guys shouldn't be hiding, that doesn't make the games very fun. And then we were like, but Ridley's gonna kill us, fool, let's see you up against Ridley. And then he went all white, and he was like, well, I don't think I should go up against Ridley. And then Ridley was suddenly flapping outside because there was a big glass wall. It was like an office building, kinda, that we were in. And he was like, yeah, let's see how you do against me. And then all of us were like, eek! And then Ridley broke through the glass, and it was like all slow motion, and he managed to do 3 things at once. Like, he grabbed the Game Master guy and then knocked Link over and pinned him down with his leg, and then knocked me over with his tail. And you know how Ridley has a really sharp tail? If you don't, then I'll put up a picture, I guess, I don't know. But he has a really sharp tail, and then he had his tail aimed right at my chest, and I was like, oh my god, spaz attack. And then, so I was just like, and then Ridley, like, started yelling at the Game Master. He was like, where is it? Where's the thing you stole from me? And then all of us were like, he stole something from Ridley? And then, he got really mad that, Ridley, like, I guess he like stabbed his well, he didn't stab it, he got mad, so his tail like went closer to my chest and actually like scratched me, and I was like, "Ee!" And then he turned around and he was like, "What's your name?" And then so I told him my first name, and then he totally freaked out and he was like, "What's your whole name?" And then so I told him my whole name, and then he was like, "I found you! After 17 years of searching, I found you!" And
This must be our kindly professor's office space,
Don't know as spottily as his reputation.
said the pot to the kettle. Professor Worth says here that the tomb of King Arthur, the one his museum's built over, is a fake.
No surprise there. At least he knows his museum is for tourists.
But Professor Worth believed the sarcophagus was placed here by Arthur's contemporaries to lure thieves from the gravesite of the actual King Arthur.
Who doesn't exist?
That's where you and the professor differ.
And my dream started out really scary, but at this point it was just weird. Like, it wasn't scary anymore. And I was like, wait, what are you talking about? And then he was like, "You're my sister, remember?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, you're my brother!" And then so I ran over and hugged him. So I guess in my dream, I was Ridley's sister, and it was super odd. I don't even know where my dream even got that. That was just my head hurts kind of thing. And anyway, and then so I think I'm almost out of time, but basically the end of the dream was Ridley like kind of kidnapped me. Like he took me on his back, and then we flew off, and then Link was being a wimp because he had a scratch on his arm, and he was like, "My arm's broken," and I was like, "Bye bye, loser." And then so I jumped on Ridley's back and we flew away, and then as we were flying along I was like, "Ridley, we have to go back and save everyone." And then he was like, "But I just found you, I don't want to lose you again." And I was like, "Ridley, we're going back right now! Go, brother, go!" And then he was like, "Fine." And then so we turned around and we went back to the like games arena place, maze area.
This definitely isn't Arthur's tomb.
We knew that already. What's wrong with it?
I've seen enough tombs in my life to know when I'm looking at a cenotaph.
Say who?
A diversion. This place is trying too hard. It's hiding something.
A body?
No, that's the problem. It's authentic enough for its age, but its age isn't entirely authentic.
And what does that mean? She's saying that the sarcophagus is from around the 11th century, which is when the Arthurian myths were invented. The real Arthur came 5 centuries before, so it's old, but, well, not old enough.
It could be anyone in here, if there's anyone at all. No, there has to be something else.
And then we like landed, and I was like, "Yay, let's save everyone!" And then he was like, "Yay, I just found you, and already we're doing something dangerous." And then that was the end of my dream. And I'm sorry if I completely bored you with my dream, but I was like in utter shock with the dream. I was like, "Oh my god, Ridley, oh my goodness, I love Ridley so much." Yeah, I didn't actually sing, but I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's like the best dream I've ever had in forever." And it was just, oh, it was so cool. I was like, "Oh, this is so amazing." And I'm sorry if I'm talking over a cutscene. That could be kind of awkward if I'm talking over a cutscene. So maybe I'll cut now, and then I'll be able to cut out, I'll be able to have room for talking during cutscenes, or if there's no cutscenes, I can't remember if there's cutscenes, then I'll just have some music at the end. Woo! Dance party!